everyone. Welcome back to 40 Pints, where we drink like the booze is free. Today, we have Diane Byrne, founder and editor of Megayacht News. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. So what most people would consider normal would be something you'd see maybe down the shore or somewhere else around the country, like say 30, 40 feet, something.
The yacht sleeps someone, or it's like 40 feet or 30 feet, or is that a length thing? Or it's
kind of like a loose definition. You have boats.
Like a mansion type of...
Yeah, right. Like you have house and you have mansion, right? So a boat is maybe like up to, say, 40 feet, 30 feet. Okay. Different people use different terms.
Sure.
Yacht, they tend to use when it's a little bit bigger, has bigger cabins on board, sleeping areas. It's a little bit more complex engineering-wise. A mega yacht, and sometimes you hear the term super yacht, is 80 feet plus. And that's actually a pretty standard definition that's been around since the 1980s. That size is important because that's right when you need professional crew, really, to run the boat. There are rare instances of people with 80-footers who do it themselves, but they will still have, say, a freelance deckhand or a freelance captain helping them.
Gotcha. Tell me a little bit about how you made that transition and your passion with yachts that you decided to go in this direction.
When I was working at the parenting magazine, it was owned by a pretty big publishing company that had like about 100-odd titles. And at the time, it was 1993. There was a recession going on. And a number of my friends, unfortunately, in journalism were losing their jobs. So I was bringing a lot of resumes to our human resources department because they would always post jobs internally first. And after a while, I got to know the HR department pretty well, to the point where they would give me a heads up, actually, before a job got listed. And one day the director said to me, we just got this new listing. It's a magazine, Power and Motor Yacht, which is a pretty well-known boating magazine in the States. And they're looking for an associate editor. Mm-hmm. So they need someone who's a really good writer, really good editor, proofreader, copy editor, all the journalistic skills. They would prefer the person know boating, but if not, they feel that they can teach that. And I thought, that sounds pretty interesting. And I was actually starting to look, but I hadn't told them. And so when they said, do you know anybody? I said, yeah, me.
That's awesome.
Long story short, I ended up working with them for 16 years.
Wow.
I decided to start Megayacht News because in the 2000s, there was an explosion going on in the internet. Tons of great websites.
Sure.
Big media companies were launching online components or online companions, really, to their print publications. And our magazine had a website, but really it was just the print media or the print articles online. And that's what a lot of companies were doing. Yep. And I thought, well, there's a lot more that a lot of companies are doing. They're doing a lot of original writing and posting things that they wouldn't be able to put into print edition. So I kind of felt like there was something more that I wanted to do. And I really thought that the web was the way to do it. Yeah. I was absolutely convinced. So I looked at what was going on in yachting. I loved the industry. Yep. I had grown up boating and fishing on Long Island and never in 1,000 years thought I would end up making a career of it. But here I was, 16 years into the career, and I thought, I don't want to leave. So I thought, well, these other people are launching blogs, and you have these yacht watchers around the world who are doing really cool things. Why can't I do that? I know this industry. I know the players. So that's how Megayacht News got its start in 2007. Because we're very tightly focused on the American market. The American owner, the American buyer, their circle of influence, as I call it, all the people who are helping them make the right decisions when it comes to using and buying the yachts. So it's project managers, it's financial advisors, it's lawyers, sometimes too. Some of these people have family offices, so it's the family offices. Yeah, it's a lot of people in that inner circle. Yeah. Kind of like how anybody really does, right? You have even if it's not in a formal inner circle, you still have the people who are, right next to you saying, here's what you need to do. So I try to target them primarily, and we do a very good job with it because we get phone calls and emails from people asking questions sometimes, seeking advice, and the shipyards realize it because really there's nobody else doing what we're doing. Right. There are other websites that do a tremendous job, but they're focused either on the B2B aspect or they're targeting the the European customers. And me knowing the American audience going back to the 1990s, really it's such a strong niche for me, and these shipyards know that I know it inside and out. Yeah. So they feel confident.